Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to pick up trash here in Szeged, not far from Verto. I don't know the name of this forest, but that's not important. I just know that I used to live here a while ago, not far from this forest, and the whole place is full of trash. I never liked that. And now the point is that in this video, we're going to try to clean up as much of it as we can. Since I'm not alone, my brother is here with me, and he's going to help me too. And if you like this idea and want to see more videos like this, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, because that's not too hard to do. You could also suggest areas anywhere in Hungary where you'd like to see more videos like this. But for now, let's start at this location and see how it goes. Now, first we're going to start with this trail here. The ground is full of little plastic pieces, as you can see, and there's even a whole trash bag here. We'll take that out too. There are also bigger pieces of plastic here. This is still the easier part, but this is where we'll start now. I think that because there's already so much trash in this forest, when someone walks through it, if someone eats a chocolate bar while walking through, it's easier to toss the wrapper here since there's already so much trash. They think one more won't matter, but even that one does. But if the forest were cleaned up, maybe not everyone would have the courage to throw their trash around here. Because then they would think more about maybe taking it with them to a trash can, since the forest is clean and they wouldn't want to mess it up. Cleaning up here could help reduce litter, since fewer people may litter afterward. Although there are a lot of homeless people here too, unfortunately, and they also bring things in here. I don't know what could be done about that, but now there's been enough talk, so let's get started. There are a lot of glass shards here too. I don't know if you'll see a time lapse of this or if there will just be a cut and then everything will be picked up from here at once. The video will probably be edited both ways, but for now, I'll start with these glass shards. So yes, people like to throw away all kinds of things here. There is some pretty dangerous trash as well, but this is still the easier part. We'll go further in soon, but first, we'll really clean up this path. There's a slightly more unpleasant part too, where this trash is almost embedded into the forest. Look at this, you almost have to dig it out from under the ground. What? We're almost at half a bag and we haven't reached the rough area yet. Damn, there's trash here too. The thing is, wherever I look in this forest, I see garbage and I never know which way to go next because it doesn't matter. I just keep picking it up. There's a lot of clothes like this. Someone brought them here, but I don't think anyone would want to take them away from here anymore. They're literally rotting here. Alright, this bag, no matter how I look at it, I think it's already overfilled. So time for the second bag. The first one filled up really fast, damn. Well, I guess that's not so surprising. And then in the comments under the video, sorry, and my clothes too. Alright, I think this has been cleaned out here. Wait, this here, aha, a black one was hiding. We can move on. Man, this whole forest, brutal. Ez mi? Ezt egyáltalán elviszi a kukás autó. Még itt összeszedem ebbe, ami van, aztán kiviszem a kukához az összeset. Várj, mi? No, bakker. Jó, legalább közel van a kuka. Damn it, the recording stopped after about 56 seconds. In the meantime, guys, we cleaned up the whole thing. There are already about 5 bags of trash here. And we found a pillow like this. Look at that. You can find treasures like this here, but we're tossing this out too. They don't look it, but they're very heavy. Yeah, I already threw one in. We'll throw the rest in too. This is the closest dumpster we found. We brought these here from the forest, by the way, but we're not going to throw all the trash here. Only these 5 pieces. Sorry to the residents, but this was the easiest solution. In return, the forest will be cleaner. And we'll continue soon. We'll take the next load of trash to a different dumpster. Like this. By the way, this was completely empty, so we were lucky with it. Piff, back to the forest. Now we've come to another part of the same forest. We're going to clean here. I'll show you. So, specifically, here's the edge of the forest. We're coming in on a path. There's not much trash here yet. But if we go further in, if you look around, you can see there are already bigger pieces of plastic. I don't even know what that is. There's some kind of clothing item further in, so it's already starting to build up here. Laka is waiting for me further in because there's even more trash deeper inside. And if we walk along the path here, you can see it all along as well. Look, over there too, and over there as well. And we're going to start inside here. We're moving outwards nicely, and once we're done, I'll walk along here and show you what the whole place looks like. There won't be newspaper pieces on the floor or huge coats and things like that lying around. So now this part comes next. Bro, what kind of legendary loot did you find? This, my friend, is a fire extinguisher that I'm shaking, and that's all that's coming out of it. I'm not sure what's wrong with my camera, but I'll probably have to throw it away. This is the second time I've had to record this footage, and I also had to redo the previous footage. The point is we've completely cleared this path now. We collected 4 bags of trash. Let me show you. There was nobody here, so that's not important. Here's 1 bag we gathered. Someone dumped an entire air conditioner here, filter included. Why would anyone bring one to the middle of the forest? Anyway, these are our things. Just ignore them. Here are the remaining 3 bags of trash we collected. We're about to take them out to the dumpster. You might still see some tissues in a few places. We didn't pick those up. You can guess what people use them for, so we didn't want to pick them up. But I'll come in here in a moment, and you can take a look at this large area too to see exactly how much we've cleaned up and collected here. Here we collected just 1 bag less trash than at the previous place, but I wouldn't have thought there was so much garbage here because it really gets pressed down into the ground so much that you wouldn't think there's actually that much there because you can't see it. And check this out too, what we found under the ground. Among all the trash, you can see it there. What do you think this is? You can make guesses in the comment section. 3, 2, 1, banana. This is a surfboard, or is it a snowboard? This is a snowboard. My brother is actually going to take this home and reuse it, and in a 5th bag we put this air conditioner, and that was our last bag. Now we're taking all of them out to a dumpster again, and then we'll go to Tesco to buy more bags. That's it, we made it to the dumpster. This time the forest was much farther from the dumpster. That's what I'm talking about. Nice! And we all fit here too. So far we've managed to collect 10 bags of trash, but that was all the bags we had. Each one was 120 liters. I didn't think they'd fill up this quickly. So now we're really going to pop into Tesco, buy a few more bags, and then we'll keep collecting until it gets dark. In the meantime, I've made it back to the forest. Now I'm here in the middle in a relatively cleaner area, less overgrown, unfortunately not from trash. Here there's a bit of cardboard trash and some other stuff, but there won't be much more around here, maybe a bit further in. I came into the forest from the clearing and there's a lot of trash here, but apparently someone lives here and maybe this is the property boundary, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, the point is that we're not going to pick up the trash from here now because we don't know what among these things someone might be using or might need. What else might they need from these for the winter? Because really, if someone lives here and this is all they have, then we don't want to throw it away in the trash.
Good afternoon. My respects to the Hungarian government and to all Hungarian citizens. We are in Csongrád-Sánad County in Szeged, you could say close to the city center, almost at its heart. We come about 100 meters further in from the downtown TV tower up to the small forest. Unfortunately, in 2026, as you can see, we are greeted by a scene like this. As this tree also shows, this is the property boundary, unfortunately, and the whole area here has been cultivated like this. The whole story is that in 2026, Hungary allows this to happen, that this is the site that greets you, that this is how a Hungarian person has to live. I don't know how they did this, but it's really bad. What will happen to him in the winter? What does he eat? What does he drink? Unfortunately, where can he wash himself? Unfortunately, there isn't even a bathroom, not even a restroom. There's a small tent here, but unfortunately, it's full of trash. He can't use it. And you know, we're in the European Union, and in 2026, Hungary allows this to happen, that this... I'm sorry, I don't mean anything bad by this. I'm just looking at it from a human perspective. It's quite sad that this still exists here, right in downtown Szeged, just 100 meters from the TV tower. So I don't want to comment any further. Everyone can have their own opinion. But unfortunately, the city leaders at City Hall don't come here to the Kaiserdo or just a few hundred meters from the clean streets or the downtown area. The leaders don't make it out here. So they could see that something isn't right here, or I don't know, maybe some kind of reintegration program, or there are factory jobs that provide housing like that to help these people to place them there. Because I know very well that in today's Hungary, there are factory jobs like this where they provide accommodation, hygiene facilities, 3 meals a day, registered employment, and a bank account. So somehow they would help these people. Why can't the leaders see the forest for the trees? Or I don't even know how that Hungarian saying goes. There are no more comments. Everyone has their own opinion.
So we've cleaned up this part as much as we could. So the cardboard was here. Well, as for the used paper tissues, we didn't even want to touch those, but we moved everything else from here, packed it into the bag, and we also cleaned up this area here. There was quite a lot of trash here too. We collected about a bag full in total. All right, we didn't pick up every single cigarette butt, since we're going to move to another place and collect even more trash. And anyway, these cigarette butts would just get thrown back here. That's done. And now we're going to one last location. I'm heading to another part of the forest where we haven't been yet in this video. Now we've reached the point where we're going to the rough area. Well, you know what? Not now. I'll come back to the rough area next time anyway. The sun is almost down and I wouldn't really be able to pick up trash in the dark. I'd rather invite my brother for a burger or whatever he wants since he helped me so much. I'll continue this later, or we'll do it together. We have the food and everything ready. All right, with spot 2.
Awesome.
That's it for this video. Thank you so much if you watched it all the way through. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.